you. I told you to turn around because I saw this guy, looked like a homeless guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a big bushy beard and kind of ratty clothes, but he had like a really nice jacket on. He looked, I'm not saying this just because he had a nice jacket on, he looked just like the homeless guy in Batman Begins. Like, back me up. He had the same beard.
I mean, when you told me to turn around, I was skeptical a little bit, because you kept telling me he looks just like the Batman Begins guy.
Yeah.
And,
believe me.
And, to put it in perspective, it was 7 a.m. We were in a pizza stop for some reason. Our train, like I said, our train had to leave in the next 30 minutes, so I was concentrating on that. So it was kind of a little jarring when you told me
the homeless guy from Batman Begins was standing right behind us.
And believe me, when I turned around and saw him, that did not help, like, from jarring me at all.
Like,
it was.
I don't think we're painting a good enough picture. It looked just like him.
It was uncanny. I
mean, the same exact face, the same hair, the same beard. He was wearing kind of crappy clothes underneath the jacket, which was a nice jacket. I mean, it was like a really nice, like, pressed, clean jacket. Like, dirty clothes underneath.
You actually suggested it was the same actor?
Yeah, like, he just is portraying the same role, like, all over the country.
Doing it so to say true.
Yeah, just live shows. But that wasn't like the last weird thing we saw.
Oh no, that was tame.
After we got up, we threw our crap away.
Yeah.
Start walking, and I realized I didn't bring a pen to sign the tickets.
Yeah.
So
we just printed them out there.
Yeah.
Like they have a coax thing or something.
Yeah. So, coax.
I don't know.
Kiosk. Coax. A word. So we were actually just gonna go. We couldn't find anybody like at any help desk to like, hey, can we use your pen?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna go buy a pen at the
the gift shop.
Yeah, they had like a Barnes and Noble or Borders in there. So I was like, I'm just gonna fucking buy a pen. So, but we're walking towards there. We're walking by like an empty help desk.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dude who's signing his tickets there. So I say, hey, can we use your pen? This guy, he looks like
such a great story.
He had a trench coat on. Underneath he had the trench coat on and tied. But underneath you could tell he had like a tie on, a suit jacket, and all that stuff.
He was well dressed.
He was well dressed, but he looked like the ventriloquist, the Batman villain. But like maybe slightly longer hair, the balding hair. And he had glasses on and all that.
Yeah, sunglasses.
Maybe a little bit like the ventriloquist or the Clock King.
He was some kind of Batman villain.
Yeah, like when he walked away, I turned to you immediately and said, was that a Batman villain? Dead serious.
We were just awestruck.
Yeah, and we were awestruck not because of how he looked, but he...
Oh.
He kind of like reached up and pulled open his jacket a little bit and reached his hand in.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly, and then pulled out a gold pen. And that day forward, he became known as the man with the golden pen.
I have such a vivid image of him in my memory. It's been
burned.
It's been over 9 months, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a year here in a few months, and it could have happened 5 minutes ago.
It was so amazing.
It just, like, we were sitting there signing our tickets. Pen. I'm sitting there just staring at the pen as I'm signing. It's like, just completely gold. And he's just standing there, and I'm handing it to you, and I hand it to you, and I kind of motion with my eyes towards the pen, like, you fucking see this?
I was staring at him, because he was just like, He was unnervingly patient.
Yeah, he really was. And he doesn't seem like that friendly of a guy. But
no, he wasn't like chatty or anything. He was very quiet.
Yeah. So we hand him back the pen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably wearing some kind of obnoxious clothes or something.
I think you were wearing like a Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what the brown one. I was wearing a Misfits hoodie. And you were probably wearing something Batman affiliated.
Probably, because we were going to see Chris later that day.
Yeah, another friend of repute. But yeah, he's gonna fucking listen to this, so fuck him.
Yeah.
So he immediately walks away. I turn to you and say, "Was that a Batman villain?"
We proceed to talk about him for at least the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we sit down and start waiting for the train, and we talk about nothing but that guy. We get on the train, we talk about nothing but that guy.
I don't think we stopped until we were halfway to Jersey.
Yeah, and we get to Jersey, see a friendly face, and immediately tell him about that guy. The man with the golden pen.
It's like he's a terrorist or something.
Or like a James Bond villain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Weird at the train station, though. Like I told you about Air Guitar Guy.
Air Guitar Guy?
Yeah, remember I told you about Air Guitar Guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And this was like a separate trip. This was like way after our trip.
Yeah, I was by myself, and I was in the I was in Penn Station in Philadelphia.
You weren't by yourself. Let's just say that.
I had a friend in spirit there. Apparently, we'll get into. I was just kind of sitting in Penn Station. My train was going to leave in about like 10 minutes, so I wasn't really doing anything, just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there and I see this guy kind of like walk by, and he's wearing like, I'm gonna say like a blue kind of wife beater tank top.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses. He's tattooed up. He's kind of skinny, maybe a little wiry.
But wait, before you continue, was it actually sunny out that day?
It was still pretty early. Early enough to not be wearing sunglasses, though.
That's the detail I was looking for.
Especially considering we were inside, so.
Okay.
He's wearing jeans and Timberlands. I remember Timberlands.
Timberlands.
Yeah. He had kind of like, maybe a little bit of a Van Gogh kind of beard going. Short hair. And he was holding a, half-gallon of what I believe to be apple juice. And he was kind of holding it like with one like finger, like kind of like walking around.
Needless to say, it's a strange sight.
It's very strange. So I'm just like, okay, that's weird. I saw some other strange sights there, like the chick who I believe was only like 4 feet tall but weighed like 300 pounds, who for some reason felt the need to wear a skirt and was holding a McDonald's bag. She was so fat, her backpack was like being swallowed up by her back.
It's like a million things hit your mind at once.
Yeah, and like all the Asian tourists is insane in Philadelphia. Every time I'm there, just Asian tourists everywhere. Anyway, so I see that dude walk by. I think that's a weird sight. I think I texted you. I may have texted you about it. Like, I just saw a guy holding a half-gallon of apple juice.
I don't remember.
I texted somebody about it. I'm not sure what I would have said in a text. I wanted to take like a picture of him, but so
yeah, he had kind of moved on quickly, didn't he?
Yeah. So I just think that's weird. And I get on the train leaves about 10 minutes later. I can get on it. I'm sitting there. And then he walks by me. He gets on the train with me. And sits there. He doesn't sit down like across the aisle from me, but like across the aisle and like up a seat.
Mm-hmm.
So I can. Yeah. So I'm like looking. I can look over and I can see him. He doesn't like look behind me to see me, so I'm just watching him. So I think that's funny that he's getting on this train. I wonder if that fat chick's going to get on this train. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the fat chick still. She was a somewhat weirder sight. For now. He gets weirder. It's like a train from Philly to Jersey is like 45 minutes.
It's like you're in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, like the most uninteresting episode of The Twilight Zone ever.
Then it gets interesting.
Yeah, then it gets interesting. So, I'm kind of like, every once in a while, I kind of look over and watch him. I have like headphones on. I have my earbuds in at this point. Not headphones, earbuds.
Yeah, listening to your iPod.
Yeah, he takes out headphones. Like, big headphones. Like, he probably paid $50 for these headphones. Maybe more. He puts them on. And he starts listening. And mind you, these expensive headphones, he's listening to just a run-of-the-mill MP3 player. Not listening to an iPod or an iPhone.
Not like a laptop or anything.
No, he's like an MP3, a knockoff MP3 player. You could probably buy at like Walmart. That's like $20. He really felt the need that sound quality in the headphones was important. By the way, I don't know where he didn't have a bag. I don't know where the fuck these headphones came from. I don't think I told you that, but he didn't have a bag with him.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I had no clue where he got these from.
Do you think they were in the apple juice carton?
It's entirely possible. He pulled them out of some extra pocket dimension. Maybe he's a Green Lantern. I don't know. But so
he could be Galactus.
So he puts them on. He starts listening to music. I don't think anything of it. I just think that's weird. Why would you have? A, where do you get the headphones from? B, it seems a little unnecessary to have giant headphones on.
With a run-of-the-mill MP3 player.
Yeah, and just, like, you're on a train. Like, do you really need that good of sound quality? But, whatever. And I kind of, like, I glance over to him every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's listened to it for about 5 minutes. I see him kind of, like, he starts to, like, kind of rock back and forth a little bit. I thought, okay, maybe he just really likes his music, you know? That's cool. I'm not going to make a show when I'm listening to music in public, but, you know, maybe that's what he does.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you're minding your own business at this point.
Yeah, you know. And he starts to move a little bit more. You know, he starts to headbang, and I start to hear him go, yeah. No, he starts to make a little bit of noise, like, like he starts to, like, hum, like, the bass line things. Subtly, like, just here and there. I go, that's weird. He starts to do a little more, then he starts to play air guitar. I don't mean like subtly play air guitar. I mean like he's really playing air guitar. Like he makes it where like the air guitar is like on his lap and he's playing it that way, like that. He's like doing tricks with the air guitar. But then, remember I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
He looks back at me. I don't think he knew I was there or anything. He just happened to look back and saw me. And he kind of looks back. He starts doing air. And he's like, he notices I'm listening to music. He starts like doing the air guitar and like, yeah, like with his mouth, like, yeah, man, we're listening to music. Yeah, we're listening to music together.
He's found a kinship.
Yeah, fucking rock on, man. We're listening to music. So I just turn and look out the window and just kind of look away from him. Like, yeah, we're totally listening to music.
He's found his soul brother. Meanwhile, you're just kind of. I'm going to look that way now.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this guy is probably in like his late 30s, by the way.
Yeah.
Just going by what he looks like. He looks.
It would have been awesome if he was later in age.
He's like in his 60s.
Exactly.
I think he would look like really good for his age. I'll give him that. He's still wearing sunglasses, by the way. I just want to bring that up. And he occasionally takes a swig of the apple juice. It's like he's like headbanging and everything. Not really headbanging, but he's like slightly like moving his head, and he'll take off the top from the carton and just starts taking a big swig, put it back on, like start playing air guitar again.
So my theory about him storing the headphones in there, that's pretty much impossible.
It's a disturbing day.